Are you liking those boulder shoulders that you asked Santa Claus for Christmas? And now it's May and you still don't have them. Well, good luck. I made a shoulder workout just for you, so let's get into it. So what's on Chef Barshi's menu today? Seated Smith machine overhead press, followed by seated unilateral dumbbell press, and we're gonna finish out with a nice special Neopolitan tricep. Okay, so the reason why I like doing this exercise, well, is a little different than doing a standard overhead press with a barbell. Doing the Smith machine, we're in a nice position here where we can really control our body. And for this, I wanna make sure that we get more stability through our torso. So here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna start off with the weight down here, obviously. We're gonna push up halfway. So we're basically doing a long length partial and then all the way up. That's 1 rep. And then 2. Now, when we're doing this, we wanna make sure that we're pushing our body right through. So instead of being in a free weight barbell and having your back all arched like this and trying to push up this way, the Smith machine allows us to move our body posture without overarching our back to get the weight up. So we're gonna go long length partial and drive all the way through, basically right over our heads. Back down, control it up, and then straight through. Controlling the weight down, long length partial, and up. Now you can use your eyes or your nose as a guide to going up, but also our tempo is gonna be a 3-second tempo because we're basically doing 2 reps in 1. So we're gonna do more of like a control rep. Control meaning like a 2-second negative. So we're here, up, 1001, 1002, up, all the way. 1001, 1002, up, here, and we wanna be precise. Every time I get down, stretch, up, stretch, drive. And we're gonna push our body through and keep our torso nice and neutral. We don't want overarching here. I wanna push my body through and keeping a nice neutral spine. We're gonna put all that tension in our delts. And through. So 3 sets, 10 to 15 quarter full reps. Make sure in between each set we're gonna rest 2 to 3 minutes. These sets are going to be challenging. They're gonna challenge your cardiovascular, they're gonna challenge obviously your muscle endurance. So make sure we take the proper amount of rest. Don't start too early and don't over rest too, because we don't want you starting all over and cold. I don't wanna see you do this like, I did the max amount of reps the entire time. If you're able to do the max amount of reps each time, that means you're not challenging yourself enough. The load needs to be a little heavier. And if you can't do the minimum, the load is too heavy. So lighten it a little bit and find that sweet spot so you can move on. So without further ado, again, floor to core, feet underneath our knees. Get yourself nice and upright, tight from here. Unload, weight. So a couple little cues, guys. Again, remember floor to core. It's completely fine that you look up where you're going, because again, we're trying to keep our body in a nice position. We're not overarching. We're not doing your traditional, typical standing barbell press. Doing that is a lot different than doing it here. What I want to do to make sure I dodge hitting myself in the chin, the weight's coming down, I'm gonna look up to where I'm going. And I'm gonna push it up so I get through. From here, up, then through. So make sure you gotta look up a little bit just to keep the weight close to your body, because we don't wanna be so far back from this where we have to maneuver our body too much. Again, we wanna make sure that we're in a nice fixed position, that we have minimal movement, but we're still functional in the way we're sitting. So next exercise, I chose to do unilateral dumbbell shoulder press. It's gonna give us the ability to focus on one side and get the full range while hitting more of the side delt. So let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know if many of you guys have done one arm shoulder press before, but I'm gonna give you guys some little tips on doing this to make it more optimal and easy to understand getting through it. So number 1, we only need 1 dumbbell. So don't waste a lot of energy bringing 2 dumbbells over. We only need 1 dumbbell because we're doing 1 side each. Now I know we've already done 1 press movement already, but now we're gonna hit the outside of our shoulder. So we still wanna go through a couple feeler sets just to make sure we're going through the proper range of motion and technique. So easy one side, same as before. If you're kicking 1 leg up, just like before, if you're kicking 2, you're just gonna kick 1 up. You can use both hands if you want to, or 1. If you have enough, you can just do 1 here, or drive it up, place it there. You can use your hand again to keep it stable, to kind of adjust your hand if you need to. We're gonna open that arm up. You wanna be at a nice, healthy angle. Right here is a great angle for you. We don't have to be all like this at all. We can be just here, a slight angle, about 45 degrees from here. Adjust your feet again. Grab the bench, floor to core, deep breath in, making sure the dumbbell's parallel to the ceiling. Press. 1, 2, 3, stretch, big chest, press. 1, 2. And make sure we finish off negatively loading it the same way as every rep. Don't finish your set, your last rep, and just let it drop. We want to milk every single rep for what it's worth. So again, one side only got a max amount of reps. I'm going to match the reps with the side that I feel is stronger or bigger than the other side. Let's take a full 2 minutes and then right back at it again. 3 sets. So that's what your sets should look like. Again, forward range of motion is when this arm, basically think about we're doing the opposite movement of a pull-up. So think about pulling yourself up while you're actually pulling the weight down. And that'll give you a better idea of where we want our forward range of motion. We want this stretch to get all the way down so our delt can be completely stretched here, then driving up, and then utilizing that negative contraction on the way down so we get a nice full range, creating a lot of tension in the delt, then driving up under control. All right, who's ready for dessert? Okay, so easy peasy. We're gonna take the bench we have, we're gonna flip it around. So if you're at the gym and you're like, hey, somebody asks you like, how many sets do you love? You're like, yo, I'm about to have some dessert. You wanna join? And they'll be like, sure. And then they're gonna hate the fact that they said yes because you train hard. You've been watching me for a bit, and I don't know who's trying to interrupt your sets, but they definitely don't train hard because they knew they wouldn't interrupt your sets. They're gonna join you right now, and they're gonna immediately regret it, because these are one of those exercises that are just like love-hate. Here's how we're doing this. You're gonna take your bench, you're gonna drop her down, we're laying on this bad boy like this. If your bench starts moving around, go get a dumbbell or a plate and put it in front of you so you're not having this thing flip-flopping back and forth. You're gonna grab a weight that you can control. We're doing our dessert Neopolitan tricep. Make sure I don't pick a dumbass weight and regret it. Either way, I got the 17.5s. Here's how this works. We're putting ourselves on an incline because we want to create as much tension as we can. If we're standing straight up and doing these exercises, because one of them is going to be a modified front round the world lateral raise. Basically, we're going from here to here and back down. The second one is going to be your natural regular ass lateral raise, and then we're going to do a rear delt fly. Now, if I do this like this, we're not going to get as much tension, but if I do this and I lean from here, there's going to be tension all the way around and it's gonna suck. So first movement here, eye level, up to eyes, 10 reps. And then out to the side for laterals, a bit to the side, in the front, a little angle. And then leaning over here, droop over the bench, let the shoulders relax. Then we're taking these ones right out to the side for rear delts. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. So if you get your first exercise in the tricep, you get 12, and the next one right after that, you only get 10, that's fine. You have to get 10 to 12 reps each one. You can rest all you want. You can catch your breath, curse my name, Johnny, why the hell did you make me do this stuff in? The pump is absolutely crazy, but I love you and I hate you at the same time. I get it all the time. That's what us coaches, we want that. When you guys start swearing at us during a set, did our job. But you can rest. You cannot do this and rest. You can't go over here and rest. You can't pass it to your boy and say, hold this, man, this sucks, and rest. You gotta literally hold it there, catch your breath, and continue. You can rest when the tricep's done. Let's get into it. Sometimes in my head I regret not having fake weights. All these exercises that I've done with you guys are done with real weights. And most of the time I'm doing these exercises or videos a couple in one day. But for me, I like doing it because I know exactly how it's gonna feel. And I want you guys to understand that this is exactly what it will do to you as well too. I'm showing you guys the weight I'm using, the tempo, the 4 range of motion. You do that and you can make a weight stretch as far as you want. We don't have to lower our shoulders up with a bunch of weight to damage our shoulders. We just want to fatigue our muscle as much as we can while keeping intensity high and work ethic high as well too, and everything else perfect as we possibly can. Trying to reach perfection but never being perfect. That's always gonna make you have better results. Anyway, that's the workout, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, become what the tell it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. And we're coaching, guys, JONNI.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, book yourself a 1 hour video consult with myself. We talk about training, nutrition, supplementation, more mental health, whatever you want to chat about. We chop it up, and at the end of the consult, I deduct $100 off any package that you pick. Also, guys, hit the links in the description below for those discount codes, promo codes that will save your life or change your life for the better. And guys, add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep gene chasing. Peace.